Hey guys, how's it all going? It's Big K Crypto here. Today's video is all going to be about Qubittech. Okay, Qubittech is a passive income platform, okay, with multiple ways to make earnings and actually a really good potential passive income earner. Now, I did mention that I was going to be bringing something new yesterday, and this is the platform. However, of course, it isn't completely new. It has been running for about 3.5, almost 4 months, but it's new, obviously, for me. I've just jumped into it and I've been scouting it for the last week or two just to kind of really get, my head around it all, because, there's quite a lot of stuff in there, and I'm going to try and give you a whole overview on this today. So before we get into it, guys, obviously the disclaimer applies. None of this is financial advice. Please be aware of that. These are just my own personal thoughts, opinions, and experiences. So let's go on with Qubittech. So Qubittech, as I mentioned at the start of the video, is a passive income earner platform, okay? Meaning it's going to be, and it could potentially be, basically a new cash FX. Now, I know, there's quite a few of these different platforms around. I was looking, when I was doing my own due diligence and research, I was looking at Qubittech. I was also looking at other things like PGI, Vitalium. But out of all of them, this one kind of made the most sense to me in terms of what I wanted to put my investment in. Now, you all know that I like to diversify my investments, and I will actually be doing a different video on that, on, how to get started on diversifying, between your low risk, medium risk, and high risk stuff. And this is kind of like that middle of the road platform. I used to be a big advocate on cash effects pre-YouTube channel days, so I only used that for the completely passive earnings there. And it worked really great, but I don't feel comfortable going back into it. I have been toying with that whole idea for the last couple of months, but, they've been making changes now. They've been going on for a while. And, I wanted to go into something new, and this is that something new. Okay. As I said, it's been running for almost 4 months now, and it has shown, some great earnings for a lot of people. There's a lot of people out there that have created teams, and they're in teams, and they've done very, very well so far. So what we're going to do is I'm going to give you a quick overview of their homepage first. As you can see here, you've got this rolling, thing going on, just showing you all the different aspects and things that you can get started with this. Some videos, and this is a good thing to point out. Actually, they've got a lot of social media channels, okay, including obviously Telegram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. They're pumping out a lot of YouTube content every day. They're doing a lot of Zoom calls and Zoom meetings with brand new developments, and there's a lot of developments and things that they're working on. So it is good, if you are going to invest into something like this, it is good to sort of keep tabs on what they're doing as a company. So their products here that they've got, these are the free, personally, I would say there's 3 potential ways of earning a lucrative amount, of money when it comes to passive income through this, okay? The first and the most obvious is this, okay? And this is the digital license, meaning when you buy this, you're basically allowing them to trade for you, very similar to cash effects. And they show every day, in the back office, and we're going to have a look at that in a little bit. They show how much, they're making every day as a percentage. Now, it could range between 0.6, 0.7% all the way to 1 and a bit percent. And this is the main thing that, everybody's going to go into and for. So that's that. And, we'll talk about this a bit later on. Corporate licenses, this is a new thing, and I'll probably do a separate video to this to kind of give you a bit more of an updated presentation on this. I'm not too totally clued up on this yet, but they are doing a Zoom call on this actually today, so I'm going to check that out and give you the news on this. And of course, they've got this thing with trading robots, so you can actually purchase their bots, and I think you can use it on Binance. I'm not sure on the other exchange. And yeah, if you want to go down this route, again, for me, I leverage trade, and nothing's going to beat that, with the trading that I've learned from being under the Oracle. But, this is also something extra. And I believe if you go in with $1,000 or more when you buy your digital license, then you get a free bot for free anyway. Obviously, at the bottom, latest news, ruled calculators, and just some other general bits and bobs. The rest of this homepage, guys, I'm going to allow you to kind of look at in your own time, do your own research, read it all in your own time. I mean, there's a lot of stuff here. It can become a little bit overwhelming. That's why for me, I wanted to wait a week or two before I did a video on this, just to kind of pick out the most important things. But yeah, they've got the roadmap, and the roadmap's pretty cool because you can see, up to date, what they've done, and they've stuck to, and they've actually managed to produce and be up to date, as well as what's coming next. Daily reports, in fact, let's have a quick look at that. So there you go. Average daily result here is 0.84%, and you can see 12th of October was 0.85, 11th was 0.62, 10th, you know, and it goes back, and then obviously you can track all the history here. So this is great. You know, this is their complete transparency on that, which is nice to see. You know, I kind of see this whole website a lot more in depth than CashFX. You know, they've spent a lot of good, you know, amount of time building this website. And although it feels like there's actually a lot in here, if you go into everything one by one, it starts to become a lot clearer as to, you know, how this whole company operates, right? And how you can potentially earn your passive income. So let's just head on to the back office here, and we'll go through some things in a bit more detail. Now, as I said, there are three, I mean, for me, there's three different ways of making passive income. The first is this, which is buying that digital license, okay, which is that basic kind of let them trade for you on your behalf, just like CashFX does, okay, and there's different packages here, and you'll get 25% a month, and you just let it go on until I think it's 250% profit. Then of course at that point you can upgrade your package, etc. Right, you can go from there. The other way, which we're going to talk about shortly as well, is of course their team building stuff. Okay, so if you build a team, if you get your link out, and you know, this is a great opportunity, especially for you guys who are thinking, I want to get into something like this, I want to maybe start a YouTube channel, or I want to start, you know, a social media campaign or whatever else, and you want to start building teams of people under you. This could be a really good platform to start with. One, because it is, you know, relatively new, you know, so it's been around for 3.5 months or so. You can go in as little as $100 just to try it out, okay, which is great. And then of course you've got all these different packages here, and it tells you, you know, what you're going to be earning monthly on average, and the total result, etc. And obviously for each package, you can see there's different bonuses that you can make. And this is where it comes to the affiliate side of things. So, you know, if you build a team behind, you know, under you, you've got your binaries, you've got your matching bonuses and all that kind of stuff. So that's your second way of making and, you know, earning with this company. And of course, you've got the other stuff that they've got, like, you know, the bots and everything else, which I'm not going to really deal with a bit, you know, in too much detail. So let's get started. So first of all, let's just talk about the, you know, the completely passive side. And this is the thing that everyone's going to begin with and start with, which is purchasing the digital license. Okay. And this is basically you just, you know, buying a digital license, depending on what package, and receiving 250% on your money back daily, and you get paid daily. And the withdrawal fee, by the way, guys, because I couldn't find that anywhere on the site, well, it wasn't clearly set out for me to find anyway, I did have to ask their help team at the bottom here. It is 2.5%, which is actually makes a massive difference to the 20% fee that CashFX charge, right? Because that, you know, 20% is a massive outtake from CashFX, but with here it's just 2.5%. So you know, let's say you wanted to go in with the $500 license. Okay, if you were to buy that, by the way, when you do deposit, it took me 10 minutes for this to show up, which was nice and quick. But yeah, the license cost will cost you $500. You're going to get roughly about $125 a month, and your total result will be $1250. Now, like I said, this is the completely sit on your hands, do nothing else but just collect your Bitcoin passive income here. All right. Now, of course, obviously, if you do share your link out and you know, decide to start building a team under you and everything else, you can earn far more than that. But you do not have to do that at all with this. Okay, with Qubittech, you don't. You can just sit here and get your 2.5 times your money back after, you know, almost 4 months, and happy days. All right. So that is basically the digital license, right? It works like that. As you can see here, my statistics. I literally just bought this not too long ago, and then we can see here, look, up to 2% daily reward. Current result is of course 0% because, well, you know, I only just deposited in here, and you've got your daily results down here at the bottom as well to show you what, you know, what they're making every day. The corporate license, again, like I said, this isn't available yet. I think these two are, but I'm not going to really talk about this until I have a better understanding on how it works, which I'll try and drop another video on this week at some point. But it does seem like an interesting concept, something that I haven't seen before. So I will look into that and get back to you guys with another video on it. Let's have a look. Let's go to the menu. Robots. Like I said, I'm not going to be, okay, I can get one for free. Okay, so I might mess around with this just to show you guys on a video how this works. But like I said, for me, you know, I trade the 1 minute chart, the Oracle strategy, and that is very fruitful indeed. So I don't need any helping hand from robots, but they give me one free, so why not? I'll use one anyway, just for the sake of it, just to show you guys how that's going to work. But I won't deal with that just yet. My wallet, of course, is going to be my wallet, which is just what we were looking at right there. Let's go to my network. So my network here is going to be the other side of the passive income potential that you can make with Qubittech. Okay, you have various things like quick start bonus. Okay, so you're going to get paid on every referral that you bring in. You've got your binary bonuses, all your statistics down here, and of course your binary tree down here. You can choose, what side you want to start filling in, etc. And as you scroll down, you've got all these other bits of information, which right now is empty because, well, as I said, I've only just started this. But when it comes down to going into a platform like this, like I said, yes, you can completely just sit on your hands and just let the passive income work for you. Let them trade the money like CashFX, and that's what I did with CashFX, and that worked really, really well for me. I almost doubled I had a few referrals, so I did double what I invested into that. And that was great, okay? And I got in really early as well, in pre-launch, so that was all nice and good. But of course, if I had shared my links and I decided to build a team under me, obviously that would have been a lot more lucrative. And it's the same thing here. So I would really recommend, guys, if you're going to go into this, just to, not even worry about affiliates and stuff, and just buy a trading package and just, make your money over the, 2, 3, 4 months, consider sharing your link out. Consider trying to do a strategy. It doesn't even have to be on YouTube. You could go onto Facebook. You can go into passive income groups. You can set up your own page and share, your links and share all the updates that, Qubittech have on their YouTube channel and all that kind of stuff. Doing that can really bring you really, really big rewards. And, I really do encourage you guys, if you want to do that, it is really useful as well. But like I said, you don't have to. Now, if you go to affiliate links, that I was just showing you here, you can see you've got 2 QR codes, which is essentially 2 different addresses. Now, I'm going to have probably just my left in my link tree later on, when I update it. And this is what everyone's going to be using to go in. But if I start to see, my binary tree, I'm not going to show it back up again now, starts to fill up more on the left, then I'll switch my link to the one on the right, just to start filling up the right. You want to always try and keep them as even as possible if you can, right? If that's something, you are into, that's just something for you to know here. Affiliate banners, what else can we have a look at in the back office? News, I'm not going to look into right now. Documents, let's have a quick look at the documents. So here you've got your presentations, okay, and you've got some design and promotional materials, as well as company documents down here. Let's just have a quick look at the English presentation PDF. I'm not going to go through it into too much detail again, guys, because, well, you can read. So you can read this in your own time. The CEO, and by the way, their team are very transparent. You can see who runs what. The CEO here is this guy called Greg Lyman. You can Google him. I did do a bit of Googling on some of these guys. They are real people. Okay. They are, they're on LinkedIn and all, various amount of different platforms, and you can see all their history and everything there. The About Us here. So, as a company, they're very much involved in, quantum technology and all this kind of stuff. For me, I tend to not really look into that too much. The use of quantum computing and, all this kind of stuff. I leave that to them. I'm interested in the passive income stuff only, really. But here you go. You've got the team there. You've got this guy who, I've seen a couple of Zoom calls with him. Audience by geography, so you can see, what countries are in, all this kind of stuff. Here we have all the things that they're involved with. Okay, so obviously you've got the crypto market analytics, so all the trading stuff that they do behind the scenes, the trading robots, of course, that we've spoken about, digital ecosystem, Q phones. They've got an iGaming service thing here, but P2P platform, all this kind of stuff. Maybe I'll do videos on separately. The Qubittech Academy. Or, this is important as well, because just like CashFX, where they sell, the trading courses and stuff, they're not only, providing the trading services, but they're also selling you product. Okay. And this is something that, Qubittech are also following. So that's important to understand. If you, scroll down all of these, you can read about all those points individually. They've got the app, etc. These are about the robots here that they've got. They've added this new smart robot. It's been a new thing. These are the digital licenses. So again, this is the thing that you're going to be more interested in at first anyway. Of course, all the different packages here. After reaching the target result of 250%, the digital license is automatically deactivated. So For example, I've gone in with 1,000. Once I get to 2,500 in terms of what I've withdrawn and made, then I'll, my license will be deactivated and I'll have to upgrade or renew and whatever else. Now, this is where we get into the meat and potatoes. The digital license benefits here. The monthly results are around 25%. All bonuses are available with the affiliate program. You've got 250% that you're going to be making in USDT. Rewards are paid out every single day, and the minimum amount that you can withdraw is 100 USDT. But as I said, although they don't mention it here, the fee is only 2.5%. Okay, again, comparing it to Cash FX, which was 20%, it makes a massive difference. Monthly result is around 25% on average. Withdraw every day, and your minimum withdrawal is 10 USD. I think I said minimum to withdraw here is 100. It's not. Minimum amount to deposit in the first package you can buy is $100. The minimum you can actually withdraw is $10 here. Then it talks about these corporate licenses. So, you can benefit from, 42% to 233% discounts as far as I understand it. Again, more on this later on another video. The affiliate program, very, very lucrative. Like I said, guys, obviously you can completely sit back, just sit on your hands and just let them trade, on your behalf and make your whatever it's going to be a day, okay, 0.8, 0.9, 1% a day. That's absolutely fine. But if you do decide to share your link again, which I really recommend, if you really are looking to get into that passive income world, if you're really looking to build an income through, just working on your computer and not even doing the work. The whole point of passive income is to make money in your sleep, right? Obviously there is an outlay of work that you need to do at first to get started. Then you get, this has got a really lucrative plan here where it's got massive potential earnings. So you've got your direct bonus here, you've got matching bonus, you've got binary bonus, a rank bonus, and of course quick start bonus. So this all explains all of those different ways that you can earn. I'm not going to go through these in too much detail right now. Here it talks about the direct and the binary bonuses, the ranking systems, the matching bonus, okay, 12 level deep now, okay, not 10. I think it used to be 10. It's now 12 levels deep. Ultra promotion for affiliate users and more stuff here, some contest stuff here, and that's it. All right, so that's the presentation. I did want to go through that again as a quick overview, just to show you guys what's on that, but you can, of course, read that in your own time. So guys, that's Qubittech really. There's nothing more for me to talk about here with this. I just wanted to do this as an overview. There is actually a lot that I can talk about this, in more detail, how things work individually, and I will do more videos in the future about them because like I said, when you first go into this, and if you're not used to these kind of platforms, they can feel quite overwhelming. But this is an overview, just kind of showed you how to do it. If you do want to deposit, by the way, guys, if you do want to get started, you're on digital license right here on the homepage. Once you've obviously signed up, you can just click the package you're going to go for. So let's say you're going to go for the silver like I did. Obviously it tells you all the stats here. You just click pay now. And you can choose to pay with BTC or ETH, which is quite nice. Okay, you can pay with either. Once you choose, for example, BTC, you press pay now, then you have this come up. So obviously it's our standard payment information, and it gives you the address here, code, etc. And it's as easy as that, guys. That's how easy it is to get into it. So going into Qubittech, like I said, guys, my whole thinking about going into this was because, well, I love my low risk stuff. Okay, completely the best thing that I'm in right now, especially with low risk, is Ethereum Gold. Okay, and of course I do my core number compounding. So those are my two low risk ways of making passive income crypto. I've got obviously all the high risk stuff that I go into, all the hypes, that, are purely gambles, guys. I do that with my, free money. I do that with play money. But, that is the high risk side. And I did want to find that legacy bracket or something to fill in that void that I once used to have with Cash FX. And, I think Qubittech can really be it. It's really, building up a lot of attention, a lot of people going into this. It is relatively new. I mean, it's been going on for almost 4 months. However, it's really building up some traction right now. And, I'm looking forward to seeing how this is going to really grow. They're very transparent and they've got a lot of things going on. They've got a lot of new things coming. Again, check out their social media platforms as well, including the YouTube channels, because they've got lots of stuff, to update you guys on there. And yeah, I think I'm going to leave it there, guys. That's Qubittech. I'm not going to go into it too much because, like I said, this is just an overview. I've gone into it today with, like I said, with $1,000, and I'm going to see how this works. I'm really looking forward to fill that void, as I said, that CashFX used to be in. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed this video. I'll be doing more in-depth videos on this later on, as well as updates to how it's working for me. And if you've got any questions on it, please chuck them down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Cheers.